Approaching the combat of Star Wars Jedi Survivor as a standard hack-and-slash power fantasy is a literal guarantee of failure. The early game tricks you into rushing encounters. It invites you to play aggressively, dumping your first skill points into flashy combos and charging headfirst into groups of stormtroopers. But the actual combat loop requires the exact opposite of aggression. You must prioritize tight rhythms, exact positioning, and careful management of your guard meter. Button mashing triggers an immediate penalty. If you swing without a plan, enemies will break your stance and punish your lack of parry discipline instantly. Use your first 5 hours to build a safety buffer. Ignore the offensive tree for now and focus entirely on survival skills that allow you to withstand pressure. Cal Kestis begins this story as a fugitive, not a master. To progress, you have to accept the grueling reality of being outnumbered and underpowered. Progression in Survivor is tied directly to the terrain. The wide linear maps of Kobo and Jedha serve as the primary engine for your growth. Finding hidden Jedi chambers and essences provides the structural upgrades Cal needs. These aren't optional collectibles. They are the only way to increase your raw health and force reserves. New traversal tools and mounts turn the hostile environment into a series of strategic advantages. A previously inaccessible ledge becomes a vital shortcut or a way to bypass a deadly choke point. There is a direct mathematical benefit to clearing the map. Every health essence you find adds a literal margin for error that keeps you in the fight longer. Thorough exploration turns the world into a checklist of survivability. Every stim upgrade widens the gap between a narrow escape and a clean victory. Combat efficiency relies on stance discipline. You have to narrow your focus to just 2 complementary styles, rather than trying to use everything at once. A safety stance, like single or dual wield, provides defense and parry speeds for duels. A utility stance, like double-bladed or blaster, fills gaps with range and crowd control. Locked together, they form a closed loop for all targets, removing the need to panic swap. Mastering this restricted loadout earns you the right to use specialized tools. High-risk options like the crossguard stance only become viable once your basic defensive timing is perfect. Growth comes from tactical limitation. By mastering a specific pair of stances, you move away from chaotic fear and toward deliberate control. This split-screen infographic highlights the shift in priority required for mastery. High damage output matters far less than the quality of your decisions in the second before the blades clash. Before drawing your weapon, you must observe the arena. Successful players identify high ground advantages and escape routes before the first strike is even thrown. You need to map out enemy projectile lanes. Identifying the most dangerous target in a crowd allows you to neutralize threats before they can overwhelm your guard. Only after this observation should you commit to a movement. You choose the correct stance for the specific room and execute a single planned action. A perfectly timed parry is the payoff of that initial observation. You are no longer guessing at the enemy's rhythm. You are controlling it. This mechanical shift from panic to precision mirrors Cal's own growth. As you stop fearing the encounter and start managing it, you are finally acting with the composure the Jedi Order demands.